Hello everybody and welcome here to the NOS Energy Cup Series Season number 6, race number 29, yes 29, here from Dover International Speedway, Dover International Speedway, I think so. And it's the last race of the first round of the playoffs. On the pole is Miles Anderson, and to his outside Cody Lamas, two guys who are in playoff contention right now. In third is another playoff contender, and Ian Dutta. And Mike Smith to his outside. And then in the next row, it's Nick Pericles, a winner from Chicago, and Zachary Fitzwater in 6th. And then it's Liam Urweg in 7th, Jarrett Snyder in 8th, Joshua Mudd, who needs a good run, in 9th, and Levi McIntyre rounding out your top 10. We'll kind of do a quick little run-through of the points so far, of what the situation is right now. We're going to look at the guys who are outside the cut line. So at the beginning of this, Mike Becker is right now in 13th position. He's only 1 point out of making the next round, but he needs a great run today, and starting from the back is not helping right now. Right behind him, only 2 points out from the cut line, is the 2-car of Dylan Young. You see him there right in front of Dylan Poteet. So he's only 2 points out from the cut line, and then right behind him, only 3 points out of the cut line, is the 27 of Charles Belding. You see him right there. That's those three are really close, and then after him, 6 points out, is the 52 of Seth Cole. You see him there next to Joey Stone, 6 points out there. And then 17th in points, 10 points out. I mentioned him already, Joshua Mudd in the 88, who's starting inside the top 10, so he's having a good job of actually, possibly making the next round if he has a good finish today. He's 10 points out, and then the last guy, last but not least, he's 14 points below the cut line, is Joseph Lombard in the 24, starting in the back. So he needs a great run here today in order to get going and get into the next round. 12th in the points right now, who is just the last car in, is the 4 of Jack Radigan. You see him right there. Like I said, only 1 point above the cut line. Right in front of him, who is only 6 points above the cut line, Liam Urweg in the 3-car, who is also starting inside the top 10. Just needs a good run today to keep himself inside the top 12. And then just in front of him, who is in 10th in points, only 7 points in front of the cut line, Daniel Gilbert in the 20. See him there. And then 9th in the standings, he's tied with another driver. Only 8 points above the cut line is Cody Lamas in the 11. You see him there. And then the guy he's tied with, also 8 points above the cut line, is Sean Henley in the 25. Wrong damn camera angle. And then 15 points above the cut line in 7th in points is the 6-car of Tristan Allen. So he's 15 above. And then 6th in points, 17 points above the cut line, is the 33 of Jackson Gleason. And then 5th in the standings, 24 points above the cut line, just needs a solid run today, Miles Anderson, who starts on the pole. 24 points above the cut line in 5th in points. 4th in points is the 9 of Dylan Poteet, who is 25 points above the cut line. And then 3rd in points, 27 points above the cut line, is the 83 of Ian Dutta in that car. So he is 27 points above the cut line. 2nd in points, he is locked in for sure to the next round. Steven Gonzalez in that 55 after his win at New Hampshire. He's locked in. But then, last but not least, the points leader coming into this, Charles Jackson in the 42, who starts about mid-pack, is the points leader coming into this. He's 41 points above 13th place. So basically, he just needs to finish the race, I would assume. So that's how the points are looking before we start this race. So we missed the goddamn command because I'm stupid and wasn't paying attention to it at the time. And so let's just kind of get these cars rolling, I guess. So the cars should be rolling fairly soon, right about now, I would believe. Yes, they are. We're going to take a little bit of a look between the field to see if anybody's having any sort of issues before getting off pit road at all. Doesn't look like it, so that's good to see. So Miles Anderson on the pole. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the start of the race. All right. So we are back. Miles Anderson on the pole, looking to solidify his spot in the next round with a win, even though he's 24 points to the good. Cody Lamas also inside the top 12, just looking to solidify his spot. Same thing with Ian Dutta. Liam Ervig is inside the top 12, but only has a nice 6-point gap to 13th, so he needs a good run today. Joshua Mudd outside looking in, wants a good run. So, what will happen today? Will someone lock themselves in with a win, or will someone else surprise us with a victory? Here we go. The green flag is in the air, and we are racing here at Dover. What I will say is I'm going to watch for a wreck possibly very, very early on this one. Just because. So I just... Oh, there they go. Yep. Oh, yep. There's already a wreck. Cool. Awesome. Love seeing a wreck on the first lap. Let's see who's involved in it. Ryan Acosta, Daniel Day, Jack Radigan's involved. And he's got smoke coming out of his car. He's done for the day. Who else was involved? Was Lombard involved at all? Can't tell. Looks like everyone else is going to be slowing up pretty nicely, so it looks like a pretty small wreck there. But Radigan is done for the day, so I would assume that he's not going to make the next round. So you'll see, oh, that's a lot of insult to injury. And it looks like he's going to be done for the day, I think, along with Daniel Day. I'm not sure on that one. Oh, big-time damage on Tim Fiegel's car. Well then, so a wreck right at the beginning of the race. Someone just pit? No? Okay. Miles Anderson still leads. We'll take a look at what happened right now. Alright, so here's what happened. Coming off turn 2, it looks like Sean Harple hits the wall, comes down onto Daniel Day, and these guys just get hooked together, and Radigan just gets clipped, and around he goes. And he looks alright here, but then he spins back up the racetrack, nowhere for Stephanie Gardner to go, just gets slammed into, and you can see the smoke. And look at Daniel Day flip up over Ryan Acosta. You can see in front of these guys, Joseph Lombard does get a piece of it here. Sean Galligan going around, Dylan Dom getting a piece of it. There's Stephanie Gardner. There's Jack Radigan. Tim Fiegel with a bunch of front-end damage. It's just been a terrible season for him ever since he took over that ride. Just other than that, Mike Becker just barely squeaked by. He needs something like that. Just needs to have a solid day today, but terrible break for Jack Radigan. Not going to make the next round after not even making it at the first lap here at Dover. Let's get back to your restart. Right now. Welcome back. Miles Anderson still leads. Ian Duddas is in second. Nick Pericles is third. And Liam Ervig is fourth. Cody Lamas is fifth. Joshua Mudd is sixth. Steven Gonzalez is seventh. Dylan Young in eighth. Charles Belding in ninth. And Mike Smith rounds out your top 10. 4 cars out of the race. Stephanie Gardner, Tim Fiegel, Daniel Day, and Jack Radigan, who is officially out of the championship, out of the playoffs today. So, that's an unfortunate break for him, but we're about to get the restart. Pace car has moved off the racetrack just now. Miles Anderson continues to lead, trying to lead every lap he can to maybe clinch most laps led to get that extra bonus point. So, will anything else happen to the rest of these leaders, or will we stay green to the end? And pit strategy might come into play. Green flag is back in the air. This is 40 laps of just absolute joy to do as Ian Dutta looks to the inside of Miles Anderson. Ooh, didn't go down there fast enough. Oh, Pericles looking underneath Ian Dutta. Pericles trying to make it 2 wins on the season after his win at Chicago. And I do hope that that whole issue with the black screen has been fixed with New Hampshire. Hopefully, I think everything should be okay with that. We'll see. And hopefully with this one as well. So, Miles Anderson continues to lead. Not much of a change in the top 10 besides Cody Lamas has fallen all the way back to 9th. Fitzwater's moved inside the top 10. They're falling out of it, I think. Not for sure. Actually, Mike Smith has really fallen back. He just hit the wall. Mike Smith has fallen all the way back to 17th. Maybe even further back now. Jeez, he is really falling back here. Mike Smith has fallen all the way back to 25th after restarting in 10th. Not what he wanted to see. Solid run for Charles Belding, who came in here below the cut line. Same with Dylan Young. Both these guys just need to finish inside the top 10, maybe even win. Just need to do something to get their keep their playoff hopes alive. Same thing for Joshua Mudd. Just needs a good run here today. Well, actually, they need a good run, but will that run be good enough? As Lombard and Sean Harple are on pit road. No reason as to why, unless it's just maybe to fix some damage. I think that would be the case for at least Lombard, because you did see that he did get involved in that incident there in turn 3. And Miles Anderson continues to lead, just clicking off the laps here. And kind of has put a little bit of a gap between him and Ian Dutta, about 4/10, just a little bit under half a second. And what he likes to see is just keep it clean and staying up front. As Harpel just came off pit road. Pericles moved into second. Here comes Liam Ervig for third. Excuse me. And Dylan Young's going to move into fourth. Looks like Charles Belding's going to follow him suit and move into fifth. Is Ian Dutta get down in time before Cody Lamas, or no? Doesn't look like it. So Lamas is going to move into sixth, I believe. And it looks like maybe even Steven Gonzalez will get there, and he'll move into seventh. Dutta's going to fall back to eighth, maybe even ninth here. Does Joshua Mudd get there? No. Mudd does not get there, but he's going to get moved up the racetrack by Jackson Gleason. So move Gleason up to 9th. Gleason maybe even up to 8th. Oh, no, looks like he's going to stay in 9th. And Mudd's going to fall back to 10th, maybe 11th, 12th, 13th. He fell back in a few spots here. Might be all right after this. Whoa! Ian Dutta almost got turned by Jackson Gleason. Those are two playoff contenders getting together there. And both those guys are inside the top 12. Do not need to be racing like that. They just need to keep it mean and clean, as Nick Pericles has taken over the top spot from Miles Anderson. Pericles got a strong car today. He just powered on through Miles Anderson. He's going to put a little bit of a gap on him too. Ervig is still in third as Dylan Young's all over his back bumper. But Pericles to the lead. Very much a faster car than Miles Anderson. Pericles has been on a little bit of a tear here recently. There's Lombard. He's about a couple laps down, I think, maybe 2 or 1. Yeah, he's 2 laps down. That may not be good for Lombard, because if he stays 2 laps down, I'll almost assume he's not going to make it to the next round. So we have 1 confirmed, and probably 2 confirmed. If Lombard stays down there 2 laps down, he might be confirmed as well to be done for the championship, unless we have another caution and a lot of cars fall out of the race here at some point. But Pericles is pulling away from Miles Anderson. He could steal that bonus point for leading the most laps. Because, I mean, the regular season points are still a thing. Because there will be a regular season champion. I will have that as well. Because, I mean, like, as much as, you know, you think the regular season champ is just ended at, like, the 26th race, I'm going to let it go all the way to the end. So whoever is the points leader towards the actual end of the season in the regular season will be a champion, and whoever was the champion, the leader of the points at the end of the playoffs will be a champion. So there'll be 2 champions technically, but the playoff one would be more, obviously more, would be the more one that people would be going for. The regular season one is not going to be as much a big thing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Look through the field one more time here. There's Daniel Gilbert. He needs a good run, but he's right now back in 30th. Mike Smith really fell back. He restarted 10th, and he's fallen all the way back to 31st. I see Mike Becker looking on the inside of Tristan Allen. Becker needs a good run. There's Seth Cole. He also needs a good run. He's outside of the top 12. Right now running in 23rd. Poti just in front of him there in 21st, it looks like. Correct. Oops, there's Charles Jackson. The points that are coming into this right now running in 17th, right behind his fellow brother, Trent. There's Joshua Mudd. He's falling back to 15th. Jackson Gleason's fallen to 14th here. There's Ian Dutta. He fell all the way back to 8th. Steven Gonzalez is in 7th. Cody Lamas is 6th. Liam Ervig fell back to 5th. Charles Belding is in 4th. Dylan Young is in 3rd. Miles Anderson is in 2nd. And Nick Pericles still continues to pull away. He's got a 2nd lead over these guys. Looking for his 2nd win. And he's going to be the only guy really that could challenge Miles Anderson for most laps led, it looks like. And he just keeps pulling away. That car looks strong, man. That car looks really strong. He's consistently faster each and every lap, it looks like here. Because everyone else back here is running 22s. And he's up there in clean air running 21.93s. See if anybody gains any time on him this time here. No, they're still very much slower than him here, which is 1.4, about a second and a half behind him here, and I would assume to see pit stops fairly soon. And yep, speaking of which, Nick Pericles is coming in. Here comes the rest of the field. Steven Gonzalez is going to stay out. He'll get a bonus point, not like it'll matter, because he's already locked into the next round. Oh, Poteet already came in, so the pit stops happened the lap before. So it looks like Steven stayed out, so does Ian Dutta, Keaton Atkinson, Charles Jackson, Seth Cole, Daniel Voiles, Daniel Gilbert, and Sean Galligan, it looks like, I think, here. Oh, I think Galligan might be a couple laps down as well. Oh, Galligan's a few laps down, too. Oh, what happened to those guys? I have no idea what happened to them. But these guys are all coming in now. Now, oh my god, did I just hear that? Okay, thank god there was not a wreck here. I don't know who would end up with the lead here. We gotta look for Nick Pericles. Where's he? Probably gonna be finding him fairly soon here. There he is. There's Pericles. So who's he racing for the top spot? Not sure. But it might be Dylan Thoreau. Actually, no, I think Dylan Thoreau's a lap down, I believe. Yep, he is. Okay. Actually, no, let's see who's he. I think it was Steven Gonzalez, maybe, I don't know who he's racing here. Not completely sure on who, I guess it would be Steven, but I think he already passed him. So I think Nick Pericles will still be our leader here, but he's got an even bigger lead over Miles Anderson now. I think he's still our leader. We'll see here. He is. So it's Pericles, Miles Anderson, and then Charles Belding. Dylan Thoreau is in 4th. And then it's Steven Gonzalez in 5th. Liam Ervig is 6th. Dylan Young is 7th. Chris Washer is 8th. Then it's Garrett Snyder and Jackson Gleason in the top 10. And then it is Roy Darbo actually in 11th now, and Ian Dutta in 12th. Josh Mudd moving into 12th now. And then it's Levi McIntyre and Sean Henley 14th and 15th. Poteet in 16th. Keaton Atkinson 17th. Zoe Mudd 18th. Daniel Voiles in 19th, I think. And then I believe, oh man, who's in 20th here? Looks like it might be, oh god, I have no idea. Oh, it's actually Joseph Lombard. So he has actually got both of his laps back, it looks like. I believe he's back on the lead lap. He is, actually no, is he not? Yeah, he's in 20th. Yeah, he is back on the lead lap, but he is losing spots though, very quickly. He just lost a couple right there. Sean Harper was somehow still on the lead lap. I don't know how. Oh, look out behind him. That was close. Lombard just got moved up out of the way. He just hit the wall. Losing more spots now. They need to get Harper out of the way there because he is very much slower than the rest of the field here. He's holding up Mike Becker. That's the last person he wants to hold up. Becker really does not need to be in that spot. So we move back up front. Looks like Miles Anderson's chasing the 47 down. Yes, he is. Look at this. Miles Anderson is faster than Nick Pericles. And look at all this lap traffic they're going to have to deal with here. Galligan looks really slow. It looks like he hit the wall here. Not for sure the reason why Galligan's so slow, but Pericles has moved, is still leading, and it looks like they're going to... Oh, he got held up by Galligan. Here comes Miles Anderson. Oh, man. That is... Pericles in a terrible spot, still stuck on the outside, still getting held up by Sean Galligan. That is a terrible turn of events for Nick Pericles, as he has now lost the lead and Miles Anderson is gone. But now it looks like Miles Anderson's going to have to deal with Sean Harper. And I saw Joseph Lombard just came down pit road. Yes, so now it looks like Lombard just lost a few more spots again. So now Lombard is falling back to 38th again. So Miles Anderson continues to lead now. Has about a 7/10 of a second gap over Nick Pericles. Can he hold on to win? As Sean Harple's coming in. Do these guys have to pit a second time? Yes? No? I don't think so. I don't think they would have to. 6 laps to go. Charles Belding in a great spot to possibly make his way into the chase, or into the next round of the playoffs, excuse me. Mike Smith a lap down. Dylan Thoreau, 4th. Liam Ervig has moved up to 5th. Gonzalez back to 6th. Dylan Young also in a good spot to possibly make the next round. There's Gleason. He's in 10th. Joshua Mudd, we'll have to see how the rest of this all shakes out. Poteet is falling back. He's going to lose a few spots here. Where is Charles Jackson? That's the guy I think we got to be looking at here. Where is Charles Jackson and where is he running? Charles Jackson is back in 30th. But he did have a 41-point gap over Mike Becker. So I think, for the most part, Charles Jackson was good to go here. Really, unless he finished dead last and Becker won the race, honestly. I think that was probably the worst-case scenario for him. But we're coming to 3 laps to go, this time by Miles Anderson. Looking for his second win of the season and looking to basically lock himself into the next round, even though I would assume he'd already be in with how he's running right now. Nick Pericles was leading, had a huge gap over to Miles Anderson. Anderson just drove him down, chased him down, and took the lead away from him. Pericles got stuck behind Sean Galligan for about a lap or so and lost a lot of time. Belding is in 3rd. Erveg 5th. Gonzalez 6th. Chris Washer is in 7th. Garrett Snyder's 8th. Dylan Young is 9th. And Jackson Gleason is our top 10. And this time by, it's the white flag in the air for Miles Anderson. Can he do it? Will anything stop him? Through 1 and 2 clean. Sean Galligan just in front of him. I don't think he'll catch him, though. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Miles Anderson's going to get his second win of the season, and he's going to punch his ticket to the next round of the chase. Miles Anderson wins at Dover. Anderson holds on to win. Belding with a great run in 3rd. Definitely needed a run like that to clinch his spot, or maybe get into the next round. Same thing with Erveg. Erveg is definitely most likely in. There's a few guys here. We'll have to see really how these points shake out. There's Poteet. He finished 19th. I do believe that Joseph Lombard is definitely not making his the 37th finishing position. But your winner here today, Miles Anderson, locks himself in for sure, no matter what, is in the next round. So let's quickly export these results. So, Miles Anderson wins. Nick Pericles finishes 2nd. Charles Belding was 3rd. Dylan Thoreau was 4th. Liam Ervig was 5th. Steven Gonzalez was 6th. Chris Washer was 7th. Garrett Snyder was 8th. Dylan Young 9th. And Jackson Gleason rounding out your top 10. Rohit Vidarvu in 11th. Joshua Mudd in 12th. Levi McIntyre 13th. Sean Henley 14th. Ian Dutta in 15th. Daniel Boyle 16th, Zoe Mudd in 17th, Keaton Atkinson 18th, Dylan Poteet 19th, and Kyle Thomas rounds out to your top 20. Only 4 cars fell out of the race, which was actually pretty good for me. So, as you take a look at the rest of your finishing results, notable finishers, Seth Cole finished 22nd, Tristan Allen was 24th, Cody Lamas was 28th, Daniel Gilbert was 29th, Mike Becker was 30th, Charles Jackson, our points that are coming into this, was 31st. Any other guys? Joseph Lombard finished 37th. And Jack Radigan was 41st. I do believe that Joseph Lombard and Jack Radigan are definitely 2 for sure. I know that won't make the next round. We'll have to do the points and see how that all figures out here to the end of this thing. Once again, congratulations to Miles Anderson on his win here today, on his 2nd win of the season. Right now, it will be him and Steven Gonzalez being the number 1, the 1st and 2nd seeds coming into the next round, just based on that. So, once again, congratulations to him. We'll see you guys next race for the first race of the next round of 12 drivers. The regular season points will be at the end of the video, as well as what the chase standings will look like at the end of this as well. So once again, congratulations to Miles Anderson, and we'll see you guys next time for race number 1 of the 2nd round, race on number 30. I don't remember where, but you'll see when it comes out. So see you guys next time. Peace out.